Guys, my house is fucking haunted, and I'm not talking just like, oh, I maybe hear steps or oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like fucking calling Sam and Colby haunted. Like, we gotta get this shit under control. But low-key, on some real shit, I mean, no disrespect to any of the spirits in my house. They're all so sweet. But also, some of this shit is just fucking downright terrifying. And like I said, I mean, absolutely no fucking disrespect to any of them because they sometimes just like to make their presence known, and that's okay. But some of these things are a little terrifying. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday yet again. My name is Kiana. If you're new, if you're not new, hi, welcome back. Yeah, so we're just gonna fucking get into it and get ready with me for bed while I tell y'all how my house is haunted. Y'all, low-key, right now, my ears are ringing. And I don't really know why. I think it's because I just got out of the shower. But they're fucking ringing. So right now, my hair has been hella fucking dry lately. So we're going to do this leave-in strength conditioner shit from Shea Moisture. I don't know. It usually works. But yeah, so we're going to put some of that in my hair. Let's get into it. Backstory. We moved in to this house like, I don't know, 2016 or something like that. And everything was fine. We moved in like, I don't know, May or something of 2016. Everything was good, cool, chilling, right? Come, like, I don't know, October, November, that's a lot. October, November, things started to, like, get a little weird. And by weird, I just mean, like, we hear footsteps. Sometimes we can hear, like, people whispering. And it started to get really weird around, like, December. Doors would open, windows would be open, and I'm like talking like dead winter in the fucking Midwest. Like, I ain't doing that shit. And also, if you see this moving, I promise it's not the ghost. It was definitely me. I knocked into it. But so we're just like, okay, kind of weird. Doors are opening, windows are opening, but we're just gonna, you know, it's fine, right? Everything's cool. We're chilling. So then a couple years go by, nothing really happens. And at this point, it's like after I graduated high school, so like probably like at least 2019 at this point, right? And I get like I have gotten like really bad sleep paralysis when I started, like, after we had moved in. I got it like a couple of times and I didn't really know why. And for those of y'all that don't know what sleep paralysis is, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. So obviously sleep paralysis, y'all know what paralysis is. It's like, you know, you can't move. That's basically what it is while you're sleeping. And it's kind of terrifying when you don't really know, like, what's going on. However, when I started to get, like, really bad sleep paralysis, I did some, like, not investigation on it, but I did some research. That's what I was looking for. I did some research on it, like, why does this happen? What is going on? Obviously, things like not getting enough sleep or things like anxiety can cause sleep paralysis, which is also kind of really shitty. So one of the common, like, not common, but like one of the things that can cause sleep paralysis to happen is you have this presence of non-physical, non-threatening presence, like, near you. And like I said earlier, the spirits in our house, they are not mean by any means. They are, you know, nice. They like to just make their presence known, which is fine. Like I said, you know, this is their home. This is where they lived. I don't really know a whole lot about the history, but they just do their thing and whatever. Usually sleep paralysis is often perceived because of the common feeling of a non-physical, non-threatening presence, which is usually a manifestation of a supernatural power that is beyond, like, my control. Like I said, spirits usually. But I used to get that a whole lot. And one time when I was, like, I don't know, I guess they're like episodes of sleep paralysis. One time while I was having it, I woke up but not fully, like, awake. If you guys have experienced sleep paralysis, you're kind of like almost like in a trance. So like you're there but you're not there. You're like kind of in this weird in-between area. And one time during this like sleep paralysis, I woke up and there was a fucking woman standing at the foot of my bed, just watching me. And I mean like full, I saw this woman, no face, long hair, like long, like dark hair, wearing like a dress. It was terrifying. One of, like, and keep in mind, I'm like, I don't even know how old was I. I was probably like 18, 19, depending on what point in the year this was, but I was like 18 or 19, have no idea, never experienced this shit before, and whatnot. So I wake up, like, I get out of the sleep paralysis, and obviously, like, when I wake up, come to, there's nobody there. And that was probably my first time seeing somebody. It was probably one of the most terrifying things that I had happened to me up until that point. Like I had said, we had experienced, like, smaller things, doors opening, we hear footsteps. We hear footsteps actually all the time. Don't bother me. But seeing that was so terrifying to me, and I think it was also partially because I knew that, like, sleep paralysis can come from, like, feeling this presence of, like, somebody, like, spiritually. And so it was just really creepy to me. And after that had happened, I didn't really experience sleep paralysis probably for a few months. And then one day I had this friend sleep over, and she was like, I don't know exactly what happened, but, like, she woke up at some point in the middle of the night, and she told me about this the next morning, but she told me that in the corner of my room she saw a woman with dark hair but in a white dress. And I was like, yo, ain't no way, right? Like, ain't no way that this is the same person. And like I said, this was like 2018, 2019. To this day, I've not seen this woman again at all. And I don't know what it was. Kind of creepy, especially because, like, I have not seen her since that whole situation happened. I don't know. It was definitely really fucking creepy, though. So, flash forward, I end up moving out in 2021. 2021 comes, I move out, nothing really happens. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh. I almost threw up. Ain't gonna lie. So 2021, I move out, and I don't really know, like, if anything happened here while I was gone, because I was only gone for a year. I ended up moving back in 2022, and nothing really, I moved back in, like, August, and everything was, like, fine. Everything was fine until, like, probably at least, like, I'd say, like, September. No, that's a lie. Probably, like, December. Like, it was cold. It was definitely cold outside. And I have this fan at the foot of my bed, and it has this little green light on it. And I woke up in the middle of the night once, and I was, like, looking out, and I didn't have my glasses on, so everything's kind of blurry. But I saw this clear as day, a man standing at the foot of my bed. Scared the living fuck out of me. I closed my eyes, like, I shut them real quick, and I, like, felt over, because my boyfriend had moved back in with me and, like, my mom at the time, and I, like, felt, and he was still in bed, and I was like, I woke him up, freaking out. I was like, someone's here, someone's in the room, someone is here. And he's like, he woke up and he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know, somebody's in this room right now. And we turned on the light, nobody there. And I was like, I swear to you, there was a man, a literal man, standing at the foot of my bed. He looked like he was like 5'10", 5'11". He was like an average sized man. But I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And scared the living shit out of me. I don't know why. Like, it's not like I haven't seen this before, but, like, I feel like every time I see somebody, like, hear a spirit, it scares the fuck out of me. Every single time. No idea why. At this point, I was like, what the fuck? We ended up going back to bed. Everything was fine, right? And I don't even freaking know. So, oh, I'm sweaty. I took a shower and I feel gross. Anyway, so at this point, it was, like I said, 2022. And come end of 2023, like towards the end of 2023, probably like September, I broke up with my boyfriend, whatever. Probably like October, I started watching YouTube like a lot more often. Found like the Cerniola triplets, Jake and Johnny, Tara. But then my friend was like, hey, watch Sam and Colby. And I was like, who are these people? Although I will say, when they did get arrested a few years ago, I like saw them like all over social media or whatever, and I was just like not really interested. However, I did watch their Conjuring series because I love the Conjuring movies. So I watched their Conjuring series on YouTube, and I was like, I love this shit. The spirits in my house did not love that shit at all. Nope, they wanted nothing to do with it. So I like, ain't gonna lie, I binged watch like damn near their entire channel. Like, I love Sam and Colby now. The spirits do not like when I watch Sam and Colby, and they don't really like when I watch anything like haunted, supernatural, anything like that, which I think is kind of insane, but like at the same time I kind of get it, right? And so we had a lot of downtime at work, so I would just like watch Sam and Colby at work. There was one night I freaking came home and I don't know what I was doing. I was like walking past the doorway to go upstairs, but there's like a doorway to lead to like the dining room area. And I swear to you, I saw a black shadow person, like a figure, standing next to the fucking door in the dining room. And it scared me living shit out of me. Like, dead ass. Since then, I haven't really seen anybody, but all the time we still, like, every once in a while, I'll hear footsteps constantly. My mom has experienced, like, people, like, blowing, like, air, like, it, like, behind her. Like, it's just literally fucking terrifying, but also, like, they just like to make their presence known sometimes. So, like I said, like, we hear footsteps all the time. Every once in a while, we'll hear, like, whispers, like, in the downstairs bathroom, like, through the vent. My mom will hear them. Yeah. The spirits in our house, they just like to make their presence known, and honestly, we just kind of roll with it. It doesn't really scare us. It doesn't freak us out. My grandparents, however, are incredibly religious, so they're like, anytime I bring up, oh, my house is haunted, they're like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Like, they don't really believe in any of that kind of stuff, which is, like, fine, to each their own, right? And like I said, they're super religious, so it's like, the way I see it and the way that I have, like, heard, and I think, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I think I heard this from Sam and Colby, like, on one of their videos, that, like, if, like, the more open you are to receiving things, like, from the other side, the more open you are from receiving things from the other side, the more you're gonna see, the more you're gonna hear, the more you believe that it's real, the more that you believe it's real, the more that you believe that, like, this is possible, the more you're gonna see it, you're gonna hear it, and the more likely it is for it to happen to you. And I completely believe that wholeheartedly, because, like I said, my mom and I are completely, like, open, receptive to that. We know that, like, it's real, it's true, and we see it, we hear it all the time, right? My grandparents are very much like, oh, when you die, you go to Jesus, and God loves all his children, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. Not saying that that's wrong, not saying that that's not true. I don't know, obviously. Not saying that, like, if you believe that, you're in the wrong. Not saying that at all. But I'm saying that, like, because they're so, like, closed off to ghosts aren't real, spirits aren't real, it's God, and witchcraft is the devil's work, and blah, 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 blah. all that stuff, right? Like, it's just, they're not as receptive, they're not as open to it. So, like, anytime I'm like, oh, my house is haunted, they just don't believe it. And you know what? Like I said, that's completely fine. To each their own. But I think because my mom and I are so open to it, it's just, you know, part of the house. We're like, oh, we hear footsteps, or oh, the ghosts are kind of active today, like, or the spirits are active today, and whatever. It's not a bad thing. We don't hate it. We don't mind it. You know, we're just like, oh, okay, you're here. That's fine. You know, like I said, it is their house. And, you know, I mean, absolutely no disrespect whatsoever when I, like, say these things and say that it terrifies me or whatever. I mean, absolutely no disrespect to the spirits at all. This is their home. This is, you know, where they lived. I'm fucking tired. It's currently midnight, and I have to be at work at 7 a.m., which means I have to be awake by, like, 5:30. Am I gonna regret that? Yes, absolutely. Is this the first time I've done this? No, absolutely not. I actually just had 3 days off for the first time, and I don't even fucking know how long. And I honestly, it didn't even feel like I had 3 days off. Like, it felt like 7 hours, honestly. Like, I felt like I had, like, maybe 1 day off. And maybe that's because, like, Saturday night, I got a little too, and so Sunday I was just hungover and slept, like, all day. That's a lie. I went to a 7-year-old birthday party hungover. When I tell you that was the worst decision of my life, that was literally the worst decision of my fucking life. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. And, I don't know. But anyway, I'm fucking tired. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed and get ready for work tomorrow. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And go ahead and like this video down below if you did like this video. If you guys want to comment any ideas, questions, comments, concerns, suggestions down below, go ahead and feel free to do that. Feel free to hit me up on TikTok. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram. Both of those are linked down below. And yeah, go ahead and just subscribe. It's literally, you got like button, comment button, subscribe. Or subscribe, like, comment, something like that. It's literally all in, like, a row. Just subscribe. It's free. Helps me out. And I love y'all. Go ahead and like this video so I know that you guys like this content. And if you really want to, go ahead and just comment down below a question or a suggestion or any ideas that y'all have that y'all want to see. But that is all for this week's video. I am exhausted. I'm so tired. But I hope that y'all have a great week, and I know that school has started back up, so I hope that you guys are doing a good day. What? And I know that school has started back up, so I hope that y'all are doing good, and I hope that y'all are doing okay. Keep killing it. I know sometimes school sucks, and it's hard, and people suck, but you know what? Do your damn thing. Keep killing it, because at the end of the day, you're all that matters. It's not going to matter what this person said to you in 3 years. It's not going to matter what that person said to you in probably 10 minutes. I know it sucks. I know that people suck, and, you know, I've been there. And so if y'all need somebody to reach out to, feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, Instagram and TikToks are both linked down below if y'all need somebody to talk to. Otherwise, keep doing your damn thing. I am so beyond proud of you. And in case nobody has told you recently, yesterday, today, I love you. I am so, so proud of you. Keep killing it. Keep doing your damn thing, girl. I love you so, so much. You are amazing. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. Just the way that you are. And do not let anybody, and I mean anybody, tell you that you are not the baddest bitch in the world. Because I promise you, you are the baddest bitch in the world. I love y'all. I will see you guys next Tuesday.